themselves the way that the lions were able to do it in that tribe, or even the ability to hide themselves like the people who were in the sage's land. So the leader was really wanting to find some way to get the security back set up. Here was the lion's ideal. You just give me so and so many of your people, and I'll turn them like us. And the leader said, remember, we tried that before. And remember what happened? I mean, some of them are still recovering from the broken bones that they got. Oh, and not even the emotional duress. What type of training are you putting them through over there? You see, in general, some of these persons, if you wanted to describe the personality, it was like sheep. See, a sheep, as you really look at, they're just beautiful creatures meant to just be beautiful and to just give their loving wool to others to keep them happy and warm. That is their purpose. And the leaders, oh, how much they appreciated them for it. You see, if you wanted to describe these persons' personalities, who the jackals and the hyenas were always trying to see them take off. And so no matter how much the lion wanted to keep trying to take them and make them into, you see, the part of the lion tribe and send them back, it just wasn't working. He would roar and sometimes the lion would get so in his pontificating where we can do this and we can do that. And the leader would be like, yes, I know you can do this, but I'm sorry. It doesn't seem to work for us here. And the lion would say, well, it needs to work, you know. And what would happen during that time? And all this would happen in the morning time. So by the time the sage gets there, at this point in time, sometimes the leader is just a little bit too through anyway, and is glad to see when the sage walks in. All right. So the lion wanted what I already described in it. People that he can continue to try to turn into lions that just, wasn't going to work. But he didn't believe that. So in a way, they sat down together, and the sage asked, what are we going to talk about today? And the lion went on to roar, why are you here at this time? I had to tell you, never got to tell you. That's fine. That's what the sage said. And the leadership group, they just sat there and they just were, taking it all in, what was going on. So the situation was told because the lion was roaring a little bit too much there. And so one of the leaders told the sage what was happening and how they wanted to build their defenses. And they didn't know about, how to go about doing it because the lion really did want to take some of, his people out of the land and try to train them again, which we saw that didn't work. So anyway, what ended up happening is the sage said, he started talking and he said, there was a caterpillar. And then the lion started roaring, don't you go there. I know where you're going. No, here it is. Let me tell you what you're about to say. And so the sage said, okay, tell me what I'm about to say. He said, you're about to talk about how a caterpillar can actually, go through a metamorphosis and turn into a butterfly. And then, hey, look, And they can do anything that they want to. So you're telling me that just give these persons time and they'll be where I need them to be as like lion warriors or something like that. And so the sage said, oh, that's a good thought that you have there. And I see exactly what you're talking about. And I see the way you even applied it. And you're right. That does happen, especially when you're taking persons in your tribe, your brotherhood, that's already strong and through some of the most toughest terrain. That happens to them all the time. And you should be commended for that and proud of that. Ah, the lion went, yes, and we are. He said, but here's something that I would like to share about the caterpillar. Is it okay? Can I go ahead and share it? We have about maybe 20 more minutes before, we can go and eat. But can I share this with you? And the lion said, he was feeling pretty good then about, yeah, that's right. We're some good trainers here. They said, go ahead. I won't say anything else. Bring me my brew, my gruel or what have you. And so they brought him something to drink and something just to nibble on, And so the sage started again. He said, there was a caterpillar. And the caterpillar certainly got all the nourishments it needed during the months where he just ate all day long. So he knew that he had everything that he needed before he started spinning his cocoon around him. Now, when this caterpillar was in the cocoon, again, on this one tree, affixed solidly there, it was getting close for it to actually, metamorphosis into a butterfly. And so while I was inside that cocoon, the wings and everything were just, having the blood and the veins pumping just right. So for that day of birth, he would be able to actually break out and then share its beauty and light to the world. And the lion said, that's right. That's right. He said, but in this case, there was a inexperienced child. And there was really two of them. Both, of course, inexperienced. But one knew well enough to leave the cocoon alone, while another child saw it and was just very, very curious. And so he went and he looked at the cocoon. And the other child said, no, just leave it alone. From what Mama told me, the butterfly is supposed to come out by himself, because if he doesn't, then his wings won't pump enough blood and he won't get strong enough and he won't ever be able to fly. So please, don't open it up. Don't leave the butterfly alone. Leave the cocoon alone. And so what happened is, the other boy said, I'm not going to open it up. I'm going to make the butterfly even stronger. So he took the cocoon and he held it tightly in his hands. Very tight. Oh, not only did he do that, but he said, no, I really want to make this butterfly very strong. He took plastic and wrapped it around the cocoon. Even took some tape. The take one side of the plastic because he wanted that butterfly to be very strong when it came out. See, I'm helping it. When it came time for that butterfly to come out of that cocoon, do you think it was able to? What happened? The heavy-handedness of that one child caused the butterfly to be trapped in the condition all the same. In the condition all the same. Where it didn't, come out the cocoon. Then what happened? After overexertion, the boy tried to open up the cocoon after about a day or so. But it was too late. It was silence. The lion said, "What do you suggest we do to help the jackals or stop the jackals from entering this land of the leadership?" He said, or asked them, "How fast, from what you found in your experience, can you get to the front lines of the leadership?" "Oh, we can get there pretty fast. It's just that we're not that fast enough to always stop them from catching at least one or two persons and taking them off." "Well, how much time do you need?" "Well, we seem to always be just a moment or two late." And so the